Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. You may have some messages there. Now without further ado, let's start the reading. I call upon you, Heavenly Father, asking that you bring down the message or messages meant for the collective, and to protect me as I give them their message or messages, and to protect them as they receive it. Please and thank you. I ask this in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm going to use my other new deck, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm going to do what is being manifested, spread, and reading. I'll make sure it's going to be in camera. Okay. Not too many cards. Didn't realize that was two. They're kind of sticking together a little bit. Make sure it's just one. Okay. at the bottom of the deck, we have the moon. Okay. Set this to the side. As you see for cards anyway, it resembles a person. These two cards represent the heart of what's being manifested. This is the head of what's being manifested. This is what God of the universe is bringing or manifesting. This is what you're manifesting, and this is what's to come next. Now, we have in the two cards that represent the heart of what's being manifested, we have the Two of Presents and the Ace of Presents. And in this deck, the presents represent the pentacles. So, you have two options is what I'm picking up. That you need to choose from. And choose from your heart space which one is meant for you. And it'll be, so you're manifesting a choice is what I'm picking up. Because you have a choice to make in a physical form. And it's something that you're wanting to manifest in the with a physical blessing. And it's your heart's desire. And for some of you, I'm also picking up, you also have two opportunities that you're trying to manifest. And it's going to be a solid, something solid, because again, this is the same as the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the head of what's being manifested, we have the Queen of Needles, which is the Queen of Swords. So you're very much being able to logically see through things. So you can clearly manifest what you're wanting. So even in your heart and your mind is able to manifest quite well together. I'm trying to see what else I'm picking up from that. I'm also picking up a wavelength there for some reason. So I'm picking up more of, you're on a higher frequency now. So that way you can be able to manifest from your highest good. Now over here, what God of the universe is bringing or manifesting is the Hierophant. And I'm picking up, it's something spiritual, but it's something that's part of your higher calling. And with this ribbon, what I'm picking up from it is it's going to be something that's going to help you stand out, is what I'm picking up. And and God in the universe is ready to help you manifest a well-deserved reward because you earned this. And then over here, what you're manifesting is the King of Needles, which is the King of Swords. So you're bringing together a counterpart is what I'm getting. That both of you are on the same wavelength mentally, for sure. And you get each other. You understand each other. And I'm also picking up both of you, especially in this one, is very curious in an intellectual way. Trying to see if there's anything else I'm picking up before I move on to this one. I'm picking up both could be very much used to being in their head too. So it would be a good thing if you learned, of course, you can't do anything for that person on that. You have to do it from your side, but your side, you need to come more into your heart space. And by doing so, that might also help them as well, and vice versa. Now over here, what's to come next is the Star. So along with what I was picking up here, with God of the universe bringing and helping you manifest not only spiritual, something on the spiritual side, your calling, but and being rewarded. Also, I'm getting recognized for something that you've accomplished. And with the Star, combined with that was to come next, I'm picking up, it's going to be something that's going to help you stand out from you being unique. Especially with this on his nose. I know this is not, you know, considering this is The Nightmare Before Christmas, but with that on his nose, it just makes me think of Rudolph. And you know, how he always felt like an outsider, but he was not meant to blend in. He was meant to stand out. And this is the kind of vibe I'm getting from this. So it's your uniqueness that's going to help you stand out. So what you once felt like you were an outsider because of it, you'll soon start to see the truth of the matter is that you were meant to stand out like that and not blend in. Where did that? Nah, go away. Anyway, moving on. The bottom of the deck we have the moon, as I already stated. Of course, we know Halloween's coming up next month. So, I'm picking up that sometime in the month of October, something significant. I picked that up before in I think it might have been last week's reading, I think. And I definitely know it was the one where I had the galaxy spread. Well, this is really pulling me in about that even further. So there's going to be something significant for you. I'm picking up it's going to help you connect more spiritually and help you to have more faith in your abilities. And that you'll be shown the way on how to do so around that time frame. And things will be illuminated for you. And also I'm picking up that also for some of you it's going to be a pay, especially with what I was, okay, this is more of what I'm getting, especially with what I was picking up here. You not giving up and keeping your faith in the situation, even though it looked like things weren't going to work out in your favor. Because you did not give up and you kept your faith, the month of October, something's going to be very rewarding. And considering it's the moon, it's meant to be hidden. But it's going to be very rewarding for you and your faith that you've had and kept. Due to you not only answering your calling, but continuously pushing through all the obstacles and challenges that keeps coming your way, and you keep doing it anyway, even though it's had many obstacles and challenges. And I'm picking up many people might be doing what you're doing, but it's something about what you're doing that's different, that's going to help you stand apart. And that in itself is going to be rewarding. You might have felt like maybe you didn't want to do this, like, trying to slow myself down here. You may have felt like if you go ahead and do a project the way that you did, it was not going to pay off the way it needed to, because it was different in the way that it is. But it's because of it being so different that's going to help you stand apart, like the Star card, and help you shine bright, and the spotlight being sort of on you, so to speak. I'm seeing what I'm going to get overall before moving on to the Oracle. I'm picking up, you felt like the Jack-in-the-Box type of situation. You kept turning the crank and turning the crank, thinking at first it felt like, well, this will never seem to open up, because it seems like the more you turn it, the more it just stayed closed. But then you learned to step outside of the expectation and just say, okay, it's going to open up when it's supposed to. And what this is not resonating, but supposed to be referring to is your door of opportunity and success in finances. And again, with this box and all this, it's like this deck was meant to be used at the right time. It always happens in that way. Halloween is going to be very significant. Not necessarily Halloween, but the month of it, October. Things will start to have many surprises, like how the Jack-in-the-Box, you never know when it's going to open up and pop out. Well, it's going to be that kind of vibe. So it's going to be a great surprise that's going to be illuminating. And it's going to be something that's going to make you quite happy. And it'd be quite rewarding with this ribbon again when I'm picking up here. So you keeping your faith and doing the hard work and still pushing through even when you weren't seeing much results is going to really pay off. And this is not obviously going to resonate with everybody that comes across this, especially considering I keep picking up something to do with a calling. Something that you were called to do, and even though you had all these obstacles come your way, and it looked in hindsight that things weren't going to pay off, that you kept pushing through anyway because you were called to do so. You answered the calling and you kept going. And because of that, and you keeping the faith and doing it, it's going to really pay off. And you're learning how to manifest outside of your mindset is what I'm picking up as well. So that way you're not just always in your head. I'm picking up something to do with these whiskers here. I'm trying to see what else I'm getting from it per se. I'm picking up wiry, so what I'm picking up is maybe you were antsy about the situation. Like wiry, like, you know, kind of tense. Not really tense, but like when you're really waiting on something, you're antsy about it. And also I'm picking up scaredy cat, so even though you might have been afraid at first to do certain things, the point was you still went ahead and did it anyway. So you faced that fear and pushed through, despite what might have been trying to hold you back, trying to put you in fear, but you did not allow yourself to be put back in the box. And you kept going and pushing through and doing it anyway. So overall, you're manifesting not only your way out of your mind, but these new opportunities are going to come your way, all because you did not give up. So your hard work and your manifestations of working hard and pushing through these obstacles and also working on your manifestation and keeping the faith is going to pay off for you. I'm also picking up partnership for somebody, or a partnership that you may have already come into is going to pay off. It might have seemed like at first that it wasn't and that it was a waste of time, but you chose not to think that way. And it's going to be like Christmas morning, despite this being the nightmare before Christmas. It's going to be something positive, especially with this Ace of Presents, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So it's going to be something brand new. So say if you started a new job or had a new project just take off, but you haven't gotten paid for it, you're going to have that opportunity come your way. So don't give up. Keep pushing through and keep having the faith. It's going to pay forward. And that's all I'm getting from the overall, the tarot. So we'll move on to the oracle now. We're going to start with Earth Magic Oracle. we have winter solstice, reflection. So there's much reflection that needs to be done still at this time. And by doing so, you'll be able to see things more clearly, like you're trying to manifest. As in, that is what you're manifesting, but you're trying to manifest your way of not being so much inside your own mind. And by reflecting will help you to see what it is you need to work on, so you stop getting inside your own mind and not trap yourself there. I don't feel like I need to take that one. Also, I'm picking up, by doing so will help your not only your manifestations come in better and more freely, but your blessings will be able to come in more freely, because you're not meant to block your blessings, so you don't want to be in your own way. So reflecting will help you to work through why you're in your own mind like you are. Green Man, synergy. Also, getting out more in nature will really help too. Will help you to connect more to your intuition and not so much just in your mind and logic. Because the logic is good, but you also want to be tapped into your intuition. And also, I'm picking up, you'll receive downloads and messages that way too. By going into nature and reflecting outside, connected to nature, will help messages flow through more freely. This fell in the reverse. So, full moon completion. So, with this being reverse, this is not able to come to full completion until you do that. So that way you can work through what it needs to be worked through. So you're not repelling it. That is the only thing that you're needing to focus on, trying to make happen. And then ceremony, invocation. And also getting more in tune to your spiritual practice that you are accustomed to, or to do so more, so you can connect. And also, I'm picking up, maybe there's a hobby you were doing, and with that one to pop out right when I'm saying that with Gaia, nurturing, maybe you need to nurture that hobby again, or find a hobby that will help you nurture more of that. Now, we're going to move on to the universal messages. I can take that. My vibes speak louder than my words. So, also getting your, as I was picking up in the tarot about the frequency, your frequency is vibing higher, but by reflecting, it'll help you vibe even higher. So that way you can attract more positive things, and your manifestation is coming in the way that you're wanting them to, and free yourself like these butterflies. And by being at a higher vibration, reflecting to see how to get out of what lower vibrations that might be hindering you, so you can free your mind and to set free what is meant to come to you. Also, I'm picking up a great awakening. So you'll have more of a great awakening by doing this. And the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So rethink the things that you thought you needed in your life while you pray and working on your manifestation. Because what you thought you needed, actually, there might be something else that's better, is what I'm picking up. And better than what you initially thought. I don't feel like I need to take that one. I surrender to a power greater than me. And by doing that, by surrendering, will help to complete this manifestation to be able to come in. And at the bottom of the deck, we have, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. And it also, I'm picking up, it'll also help you see what other fears that you may have left to overcome that's might be holding you back. You've already faced other fears and not let it hold you back, as I picked up in the tarot. But by reflecting, you can see if there's anything else holding you back, and choose love over the fear. And then now we're going to move on to Manifest Soulmate Oracle. I'm also picking up to say this up here that I have on my wall. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again because I was pulled to it. Life only changes when you become more committed to your dreams than you are to your comfort zone. So what I originally picked up in the tarot to confirm all of that in this that I just had here. Just like you did before when you didn't let fear hold you back and you got out of your comfort zone to answer that calling in the first place. It is going to be a time that's calling you to do that once again. And to consistently do that. So every time you get too comfortable in something, things will upheaval for a reason, so that way you don't get too comfortable, because you cannot change staying in that comfort zone. So embrace that. And not to resist it. Everything you need, your courage, strength, compassion, and love, everything you need is already within you. And with that being underneath reflection and my vibes speak louder than my words, it'll help you to tune in more to seeing more of your courage and your strength and compassion and love you have within you already. So that way you can have a more higher frequency and vibration to you, and a higher energy in a more positive way. So you're putting out more courage and strength and passion and love outwardly, because you got to have it inward. That's already in you, and by tapping in that inward will reflect outward, so it'll help bring more of what you want that way. So anything that you're trying to manifest that you want, seek it first within yourself by reflecting. Especially in your heart space. Tap more in that heart space, like I was picking up even in the tarot with that as well. I'll go ahead and take that. This is in reverse. Souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. And this being in reverse, I'm picking up you've already learned that lesson. So you're no longer trying to make things happen and just let it flow freely and naturally. So you've already learned that lesson, especially with this all being underneath synergy. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. And this being right underneath it, I'm picking up, this is what you have learned. So also what God has for you, whether it's a person or any form of blessing, what is truly meant for you will be for you. It doesn't matter how or when. It's a matter of it just knowing that it will, because that's what faith is about. It's not knowing when or how, it's just knowing it will. So it'll make its way to you, and you to what you're wanting. It all comes together naturally. And I'm also picking up with this word, a word over here, short. So it's closer than you think. It might seem like a long way off, but it's closer than you think. And then we have harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. And that being underneath full moon, completion in reverse, and surrender. By surrendering all that outcome will put you more in harmony, in agreement, in love within yourself. So that way everything comes together in complete harmony and agreement with what you're wanting to be able to have in your life, whether it's a counterpart or a career or project, what have you. And then at the bottom of the deck we have, the more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give to others. So all of this connecting together, that's what I was picking up here. Whatever you wanting to have, be that for yourself first, and it will automatically attract, because like attracts like. So you want more love, be more love. You want the right counterpart, love yourself in the way that you, in other words, don't seek it in another person. Seek it within yourself, and then everything will come in alignment with what you deserve. So see what kind of, reflect and see what kind of love you deserve for yourself, and that, giving that to yourself will attract that kind of love for yourself. Now I'm going to see if I have an overall message before I close out the reading. I'm picking up, especially with this underneath the green man synergy. Getting out in nature also, if you're able to do so, or try to schedule a way of you trying to see the sunset or the sunrise. Both is what I'm picking up. So you can appreciate the smaller things in life. Because when you learn to appreciate the smaller things, then you'll appreciate the bigger things, and you'll have more of what you want, because you have to first appreciate the smaller of things and the smaller of blessings in order to appreciate the bigger before it comes in. Because if you don't learn how to appreciate what you already have, then you're not going to be given any more blessings until you learn how to appreciate even those smaller blessings. Count your blessings one by one and appreciate every one of them as though they're all created the same, because they are, whether it's small or big or small. Also, I'm picking up, by reflecting, you'll see the bigger picture and be able to understand more of what you're needing to do. And I'm also picking up on your calling or mission or what you're called to do. Again, this is not going to be for just anybody. This is for someone that you know you have a calling and you've either answered it. Well, no, I'm picking up it. You've already been answering it. It's just a matter of everything unfolding more. And everything coming together. And the only reason why it's come to a halt is because now it's about you surrendering more and reflecting, so you can see the bigger picture, to raise your vibration even higher than what it is, so you ascend more and appreciate what you already have first before receiving anything new. And for you to have more spiritual time for yourself, with that ceremony and invocation is what I'm picking up. So get more in touch with your spirituality. I'm picking up, you've already been a spiritual person, but by doing so, tapping more into it, having more, at least a designated day for just spiritual connection to not only yourself, but God, source, the universe, all of that connecting, and having more of a connecting space for yourself again, and balancing out your mind, body, and spirit and get more on a soul level within yourself. And I'm picking up not to neglect that, because doing that is neglecting yourself and neglecting self-love and compassion for yourself. And it's an injustice to yourself. And you'll be surprised how much more you'll bloom by doing that. Getting back into some form of a spiritual time for yourself. Even if it's just meditation. Just connect. Because meditation is something big anyway, that really help you connect. I'm picking up, make sure you go outside even during the day and night with this sun and the moon. And also what I was picking up with this. So don't just pick one day or the other, or what time frame or the other. Connect more in the daytime as well as night. Because both will equally bring something to you by doing so. So don't just focus on, say, you normally meditate in the morning. Try to find a schedule to where you can also meditate at night. It don't have to be the same days. Just mix it up is what I'm picking up. And vice versa. If you normally do it at night, find some time to do it during the day. So that way you can take advantage of both day and night type of energies. So, you have the sun and the moon. And also, I mean, both times can bring you more in touch with nature. Not just day or just night. Mix it up. I'm also feeling drawn to look into the card under here. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. So, again, talking about inner reflection. So you can see things in a more loving, vibrational place. More heartfelt place. I'm also picking up, perhaps getting a jar or a bottle, and put all the things that you appreciate and you're grateful for. Write it on a piece of paper, fold it up, and put it in the jar. And by the end of the following year, you might want to keep a schedule so you remember this. So you can then open them up one by one and reflect and see how much blessings you really... So do it throughout the years, what I'm picking up. Starting at the end of this year, around New Year's Eve. And by the end of, by next New Year's Eve or day, unfold them and see just how much blessings you had. And it'll help you to learn to appreciate what you have more, is what I'm picking up. So that's all I'm getting from the reading. I hope this helped you in some way. And again, this is obviously not going to resonate with just anybody. So whoever it does resonate with, I hope this brought you some clarity that you needed and help you get a more understanding on things. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you know each and every time I upload a new video. And like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.